And they're stunning. Now you can use silk ribbon, satin ribbons, whatever ribbon you want, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to pop that in the centre. So hopefully you can see that. And then to that, I'm just going to pop a large pearl. They look better with the large pearls. Just pull that to one side, make sure that sits right. And then I'll just have to put a back on it. But they are beautifully gathered. And they look really vintage. So I'm just going to... Cheers. Thanks. Sorry, Ray, just went to get me a drink. I was so thirsty. This one's done with silk ribbon. But these can then go inside the satin ribbon. And they look fantastic. In fact, I'm going to do that with that one as well. They're made exactly the same way. But obviously, with the satin ribbon, which is thicker, they don't gather in the middle as much. I could have forced it, but I didn't want to. So I'm just going to poke that inside like that. And then take a cream pearl. And that's going to sit neatly just in there. Isn't that stunning? Shabby Chic flower. And they're easy to make. And you can make them any size. Got some more centres for these. So what I'm going to do is you take your ribbon. Now, I've done, how many did I say? 36 inches. Is it 36? Let me just check. Well, we'll do centimetres. 30, 60, 80 centimetres. Okay, so it's like 12, 24, 30 inches. And what you do is put the facing together so the outside goes together. And you're going to stitch it and make it into a circle. So let me just make sure you can see this. So first of all, you're going to join the ribbon together, both ends, and make it look like a circle. Or make it into, it's not going to look like, is it? And just do small stitches. You don't want them too big. Stitch the end over, so you're getting your tacking stitch. Now, what you need to do, you need to be on the edge. Not, you know, you need to be enough away from it that it's not going to pull or shred or fray. And you just do a running stitch all the way around. This week's gone so quick, and I have worked non-stop. I haven't had a break. I mean, I did. I went with Julie, but you know what I mean. Right, so I've done that. Now, I'm going to take my needle off there. And I've stitched that all the way around. Now what you need to do is rethread your needle with a fresh piece of thread, which I seem to have got caught for some reason on my glue. I don't know what's the matter with it. There. Come off. So with a nice fresh piece, rethread your needle. I am using the large needle only because, like I say, it helps my hands. Okay. Again, nice long piece. Because I'm using silk thread, I'm putting a triple knot in it. Now, what you need to do, go back to the seam where we started. And you need to do one not quite half, or you could do it halfway. You could, yeah, we'll do it halfway. I'm going to start and pull that, do my tacking stitch along where I've stitched it already, along that seam, just so that when I do pull it together it doesn't pull it apart. I'll do a couple of tacking stitches there, and then what you're going to do is straight down the middle. It's not mine or anybody else's, it's been out a long time. But if you try them and you show them to your subscribers, please say where you saw it first. You know, I'm only reviving something or showing you something that you wouldn't normally see if you didn't know about it. That's all. And it's just nice to recognise people who are sharing their information as you are sharing yours, because then your subbies will go around and tell their subbies where they saw it, and that'll come from you. Right, there we are. We're back to the beginning. Now, take your needle off, take the two pieces together. I wrap it around my finger once and just gather. Undo and gather. Undo, wrap it round and gather. And keep it all going the same way. You do need a strong thread, because when you pull it properly, you don't want that thread to break. And it all must stay the same way. Right, so we just need to make sure that is done. Pull that out. Right, I've managed to pull that in together, that's better. Right, and what I'm going to do is to tie that off. I'm going to cut it, because that, don't waste that, can still be used for something else. Oops. Just tie that off. And that'll give you a little bit of leeway to play with it. And they do make the most gorgeous flowers. So just work them round, getting all the things the right way and in the right place. Like that. I mean, of course it depends on the size. I'm just going to trim that of your stitches that you've done. Like that. I'm going to pull mine round a little bit more. And you do have to have the right amount, there we go, the right amount of material. But isn't that gorgeous? Do you know, I've got a terrible thirst. Now, if I wanted that to lay flatter, don't pull it as tight. But I like them ruched a little bit because I think they just look fantastic and more vintage. So I'm just going to glue this one on in the centre, because I've made several of those. I'm just going to glue that down. And then add one of those, I think, a pearl, a nice, yeah, I like the pearls in these better than anything. And there you go. Press that down in the middle. And there's your beautiful, beautiful flower. So I hope that helped. And just keep pulling it into shape, it'll be fine. Right, I'm just going to show you a flower that I've not done for a long while, but it's using that gorgeous material, that lace. Now, if you have this in your parcel, I do have other videos out on what to do with it, and I've just cut them roughly, well, I'll tell you how much. 4 inches wide. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm really sorry. I've been up since 6 o'clock. I've been working, sorting my room out, doing kits, doing orders, and I'm absolutely shattered. And it's not time for bed yet. It's 10 centimetres wide or 4 inches long. Now, all you do, I hope my glue gun's nearly ready, is you hold it like that and just cross it over. Just cross it over so it makes that kind of a petal. And then what you need to do is just glue that a bit. Haven't got my new glue gun, girls. I can't find the adapter. Okay. So you've got like a crown type of thing. Right, like that. So you just want to make, we'll start with 6 of those because you may want to change them. Yeah, we're doing it that way or that way. No, we're going to do it that way. That's it. So keep going. Make sure you just cross them over in the points. That's all you have to do. You only need a tiny wee bit of glue. That will hold it. Like that. Now I have got one of these flowers. I've got some feather. I've also got a bit of bling because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the middle. We'll just see how we get on first. I like to see what the flower looks like before I decide that. Now, if you're not panicking, if you're debating whether to get those lace kits or not, please think about it. All the kits I do are very, very cheap, and I made a mistake with the price. It should be £20, and there's 35 laces in that kit. You know, and nearly all of them are a yard or a metre. So that's a really good buy. And I know people say, yeah, it's not as much as what's in our other kits. But no, not every kit's the same. I generally do the lace kits for that price. You know, if you're looking to get one of the other kits that's got lots more in or lots of different things in, you know, then you're lucky to get them. That's why they sell out so fast. But, you know, don't hesitate if you want the lace kit, because you are getting a lot of laces for that price. So I just wanted to say that because I don't want people to miss out if just because they're hesitant at the moment. Because all my kits are different. I might not do another kit like the bling ones and that for a while. I probably will. But I'm just saying. Right, oh, I've got all that string bit all over me. Now, what I need to do is just cut a square out for the back. I'm going to cut that into a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like that. And then what we're going to do is now attach these. Okay. So just run the glue right across the back like that. And do them on the edge if you can. So we've got that. Then turn it around, do one opposite to that. Like that. Turn it round and we'll do these two sides. Like that. Turn that round again. And do that. And don't worry about anything else, they're fine. We're going to need 2 more. Of course we are, Fee, you cut them wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, cut that. 3, 4, cut that. like that. Turn it round so you've got like the crown facing you. Now what we're going to do is going to go across there like that. Turn that round, make sure you got that in the centre. And we do that one, just overlap them, that's fine. These are so easy. Just going to overlap that slightly. And you do that. And you've ended up with that. And they've got like, well, what do I call it, hexagon? Is it not hexagon? Oh, I can't remember. Quadrilateral, something like that. Oh no, I don't know. One of those with corners on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix on this gorgeous feather. So turn that over, and you will have to do another one of these. Like that. Just going to cut another one. I have got some spray as well. I'm going to find the spray. Here we go. So that's the feather there. So what I'm going to do is just lay that at the side of it. Like that. I've got another feather here, and that is a little bit long, so I'm just going to snip that. Now if you look at feathers, they've got a natural curve. They curve that way, you know, they're not always straight, but they also have, that's the back of the feather, you can tell, and that is the front, because it's kind of arched. And that's the side you want to glue and then turn it upside down onto your project. So what we're going to do is just overlap the bling at the front, because you want that to stand out, of course. And then what we're going to do is pop on the back. So that secures everything. See, like that. Really pretty, isn't it? Now I do have these. They're made from beads and metal. I'm not sure what I want to do. So I could do that, but I always like flowers. I just love flowers in my projects, and I just look, it's just perfect, isn't it? So that's all we're going to do is pop on, and you've got a shabby chic flower. Stunning. So I hope you like that. They're very easy. You can do that with any lace, any ribbon or lace that is straight, and it looks just as good. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.